Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. This will go for 5 up to the 33. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This is Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 57 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 57. Mike, 57.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Here's Carson. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
You're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
I can't believe they even let you play. Check 31, check 31.
On 3rd down, Wilson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Being chased out left, and he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Alert! Hey, orbit. Hey, check.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, watch the ball,
This is Cohen on the toss. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. This is taken at about the 14.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Touch 50, touch 50. You track.
Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Khalil Mack in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
First down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Alert flare. Check the backer. Joker. Check 37.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing here, Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 41 yards. They come out here in the eye. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Off the toss, Cohen. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny, 75 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Cohen. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Seahawks 17-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
All day, every day. Ran, let's go, team.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Mike 58 right there. Tackles. Hey guys, listen. 58 to Mike. Jump. 58 to Mike. I'm coming. 58 to Mike.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
58, boys. 58, Mike. 58, right?
From the shotgun, Wilson. Pressure, and he he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
50, Mike's 50. Crunch time, defense. Check, go get him, go get him.
Now it's Trubisky. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. A big play there just before halftime, and even 40 yards.
A gain of 40 yards. First down, Chicago.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Who's that? Alert.
On first down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They run. This is Cohen. And an alley to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 41 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
58 to Mike.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Hey, watch the slant. Spot that. 58. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 58, right over there. Right go. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, I'm coming out. Alert.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson, he gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go ahead and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check. Mike's 59.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Out to his left. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Leonard Floyd drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They try again with Cohen. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Now Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now it's Lockett. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert.
Now it's Wilson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
58, boys, 58.
Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Dancing to his left. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Leonard Floyd able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
A 58-yard attempt.
And that will line up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce and might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
25, 25. Switch it, come on, switch it. 14, find it.
Now Wilson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Reload. 58, boy, 58, Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Out.
Third and long, it's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks him. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
On first down, Cohen. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the safety creep. Check.
Again, it's Cohen. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Brought him down. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Exit. Mike by four.
Here's Trubisky. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. 59, 50.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cohen. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa! Let's get it.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll begin the drive with Carson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Roquan Smith in on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run again with Carson. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Hey, here we go.
Now Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Safety screaming. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Go, go. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And no, It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
57. I got one.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
Risky on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And they will take a knee here.
And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand. Taking a knee, and guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round, first step on their way trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdogs. We'll see if they can continue to make some noise in the playoffs, but a good first step. And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit, but they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.